Your son did something that resulted in the death of a lady.
No.
Yes, sir.
No.
I can prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Then somebody ought to be proving it to me before they're saying something like that to him, because that is very upsetting.
What we want to know.
What that's doing to me, that's hitting me in the head with a log. You cannot do that.
Why would you say
Because
something
you
like
can't
that?
take him to jail. There's bad people there. He's never been away from me.
This is not my decision.
He's never been away from me. You can't just take him down there.
Yes, ma'am, we can. So, stay up for me, please.
No, you guys.
This is Tammy, the mother of 16-year-old Jaden Churches, begging detectives not to take her son away for a crime so appalling and shocking that it shook the peaceful region of Hocking Hills in ways no one could have expected.
A tree branch fell on her.
She's not moving. She got her head like smashed in with a log. I think she's dead. There's no pulse.
On September 19th, 2019, a distressed woman called 911 saying that a tree log had fallen and crushed a person. When responders arrived, they discovered a bloody 75-pound log. Next to it was the body of 44-year-old photographer Victoria Schaefer, who was immediately pronounced dead at the scene. But her death was no accident. After finding out that the log was cut from the ends and footprints were above the cliff, the death was ruled suspicious. Days later, a local woman called the police, saying that her daughter had received a text from her boyfriend who admitted to doing something serious at the park with another kid. This led detectives to 16-year-olds Jordan Buckley and Jaden Churches, who were brought in for interrogation. They think no one saw what happened that day, but neither of them realizes that this conversation might cost them their freedom. What follows next tells the tale of a horrific crime with such inexplicable motives that it will leave you wondering what teenagers are really capable of.
We had an incident in Hocking Hills. But before we get started, we got to do some things before we need to question it, okay?
Jaden was the first one. He has read his Miranda rights, but decides to speak anyway.
You go to school here all the time?
Yes.
Always lived in Hocking County?
I've lived in Chillicothe for maybe a year, and then we moved back down here.
So you was, when was you in Chillicothe?
What?
You too.
Years ago. I was like probably, 8 or 9,
Yeah, it's that long time ago.
What do you like doing?
riding my bike.
The interrogation starts as usual, with police attempting to build rapport and trust with the suspect by asking innocent questions. It's important to acknowledge that the mother neither knows nor believes that Jaden had anything to do with the killing. Her reactions that unfold next will definitely shock you.
About Jordan.
Jordan? Mm-hmm. He's my friend. Which Jordan though? I know a lot of Jordans.
Jordan. Buckley.
I mean, he's a grade under me and I hung out with him before. He rides scooters with me sometimes. What about Miranda? Miranda? I know her. AJ? Yes, I know AJ too. What's your last name? I don't know like that. You just know who they are? Yeah. I don't know, like I don't know their last name or anything. I just know who they are. So I've hung out with them before.
At first, Jaden pretends to vaguely know their friends Jordan and AJ while not knowing Miranda at all.
When's the last time you talked to Miranda?
I haven't talked to her probably like a week or two maybe. I don't know, I usually don't talk to her either. She has a boyfriend, so I usually leave her more.
Just a few seconds later, Jaden admits to knowing Miranda after all. This is the first of many inconsistencies in his story to come. But how are detectives so sure that Jaden's story is false? The answers are revealed in the interrogation they had just moments prior with the other primary suspect, Jordan Buckley.
So now we're going to start over, and I want you to go from the very beginning
I'll tell you exactly what
and
happened.
all the way to the end. All the way.
All right.
I want you to go all the way up to the end before you walked in this room.
Alright, so
Everything.
So what happened was me, Jaden, Miranda, and AJ walked down and we went across over to that one spot where we were. But me and Jaden were way ahead of them. Miranda and AJ had nothing to do with any of this. It was more me and Jaden. If anybody was getting in trouble, it would be me and Jaden.
Okay.
Because we just told them about it. They knew about it, but we just told them not to say anything to anybody about it. So we went down, we went over this like that little cliff thing, and me and Jaden walked over there, and I was messing around, and all I heard was a big bang, and he told me he kicked the log off, and then we turned around, we ran. Some black dude came up and told us not to go over there because it was dangerous. Because at that point we met up with Miranda and AJ, and we turned around and we just started walking back there, because we didn't think anything of the log. We didn't think it was going to hurt anybody, right? We just thought he'd just take the log off, and it was loud. So, after that, that guy came up to us, told us not to go that way, so we turned around, went all the way down, and then over towards, so when you go down the stairs through that cave thing, and you come around through that other cave, you go down, and it's like that, and we kind of stopped, like, right around there.
Did you see what happened?
No, like, I saw where everybody was going, but I didn't see anything like the log or anything. I didn't see anybody over there. I just saw a bunch of EMS. Like, on our way walking back out, the EMS came down past us, and that's when we left, because we got scared.
See any firemen?
I didn't see any firemen. When we walked by, it was just a bunch of EMS lights.
What do you think are like EMS? What makes someone EMS and not fire?
Like, ambulances. There was like 4 ambulances right beside with all their lights on. But they weren't like, their sirens were on, but their lights were on.
Okay, so did you actually see the paramedics?
Yeah, they were carrying a bag, wearing all black, and they walked by us. There was 2 of them. There was a girl and a guy. And then after that, me and Jaden made a pact not to tell anybody about this. And, because I was tipped off already that this was going to happen, but I didn't, someone told me that Bailey told you guys about all this, so
Who told you? This ain't that time to
well,
hold secrets.
yeah, he's not doing anything wrong, so
Doesn't matter.
Cole told me he heard Bailey say my name, and he told me, so
What was his name?
Cole. But he didn't know what it was about. He has no idea what any of this is about, and I kind of don't want him to know about any of this. But he told me that Bailey was talking to Campbell about me and was going to tell me, but I didn't get to school in time for him to tell me. And so I kind of knew what it was about, so I kind of texted Jaden and was like, dude, something's going to happen. We're going to get caught. I said, I don't know what you want me to say, but I'm not getting in trouble for you. I said, I won't tell them, but if they ask me, I'm not going to completely lie and get myself in trouble. And then he said, okay, I'm not really worried about it.
Jordan made a pact with Jaden not to say anything, but he almost immediately rats him out when he is pressed. Still, the important thing detectives need to figure out is to what extent Jordan was involved in this, and whether he also deserves to be arrested and charged.
What do you think love would do to a human body turned upon?
Probably smash someone. But I was going through it. Like, you could hook me up to a lie detector test, I could kick it, I didn't throw it. All Jaden told me was I kicked log off. Like, I swear on everything. You can put the lie detector test on me and I'll say the same exact thing, because that's exactly what happened.
We can do that. That's not a problem. We can have a person at the house that does that.
If you want to, I will gladly do that.
Is there any reason to do that, though?
Like, he might not say anything. He might say nothing happened.
So he'll say this was you that did it?
No, he won't say that, because he knows I didn't do it.
He's in trouble. Why wouldn't he say that you did it?
I don't know. If he says I did it, I'll be like, no, I did not do that.
But how come you say you didn't? That's what I'm asking.
Because I didn't do it.
Does anybody else see this happen? Miranda wasn't there. AJ didn't see
They
it.
didn't see it, but you can ask them. They know I didn't do it.
But they would
They
tell
would
the same
tell
story
They would tell Jaden. Yeah, they'd say Jaden did it.
because of what you guys said in the car.
Yeah, I told her that Jaden did it.
Did Jaden say he did it?
Yeah, Jaden told me that he did it before.
No.
And
Would the girl say?
yeah, he said that in front of them.
Okay. So the girl
said-
would say.
He said I already caught a body by the age of 16. So he more thought it was funny.
He said what?
I already got a body at the age of 16.
You think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I think that's the only reason why I'm telling you all this, because I think it's serious. It's very serious. Someone lost their life for someone being stupid and messing around.
Chillingly, Jaden had said that he had already caught a body at the age of 16. So, as the detectives are interrogating Jaden, they know the full story, and they will push him to extract the confession needed in court.
Well, Jaden, we've been beating around the bush, and I'm just going to get straight to it. There's an incident at Hocking Hill State Park. I know that you was there. on September 2nd. Am I right?
Yes, I was there.
Okay. Tell me about that day.
We pulled up and we were about to go hike and go down and look around. And then some dude comes running past. And he's like, somebody just got hit with something and we think she's dead. So we're like, what? And we turn around and we leave because we don't even want to go down there and see it or anything. And then once we're walking out, there's like ambulances pulling up and all this. And we
Who was
just,
with you that night?
the Miranda and the AJ and then George.
How'd you guys get there?
Miranda.
Miranda drew for a red car?
Yes.
For a silver car?
Did you hear what happened?
But the dude that ran past us coming up the stairs.
Anything else? I mean, later on?
No.
Nothing at all.
No. What else am I supposed to know about it?
The truth.
I want to tell you something. I've been here 22 years, okay? I've been investigating for 10.
Okay.
He's a lieutenant for the sheriff's office, okay? Before we come in here, we already have all the answers. There might be one or two that we don't know. We've already talked to people.
Okay.
I know about your Instagram. We got intel. A lot of things. A lot of serious accusations have been brought against you. And this is the time to tell the truth, to help yourself. Because right now, it's really serious. Really, really serious. And you need to be honest and up front. Because we know a lot more than what you think.
This is the moment of confrontation. The detective's stance switches from relaxed to closing down the distance with Jaden. However, his mom will seriously complicate this interrogation.
Alright?
Then you need to talk to me, sir, in private.
Was this an accident?
Because he's underage. He's underage,
We can
and it
talk.
sounds like you know exactly what happened, so maybe
Yes,
you should
ma'am.
go tell me exactly what happened, and then I will talk to him. Because I don't like you saying that you knew what happened,
Yes, ma'am.
and
We do know what happened.
okay, then you know who did it and what happened, so good. Then we'll go in the other room, and you can tell me if he
That's not how this-
participated in
This
this.
is not how this is going to work.
It's not?
No. Not at all. Your son did something that resulted in the death of a lady.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
no.
I can prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Then somebody ought to be proving it to me before they're saying something like that to him, because that is very upsetting
What
to
we
me.
want to know, was this an accident? There's always two
I'm
sides of
not
every story.
liking this.
I don't like this from day one.
I don't like it either.
Neither does the family of the lady that...
Excuse me, I know that. I have felt very bad about that. That is sickening to me. And I have even said this is a horrible thing, but for you to sit here and say that he had something to do with this?
And we already do know that. That's not a shadow of doubt. The other thing we want to know, was this an accident? Was this something you weren't meaning to happen? Things happen for who knows why things happen? I can't answer this. But I want to know, was this an accident? Or is this something that you meant to do? Because that's a big difference. If this is an accident, where you weren't trying to do this, is one thing.
I didn't do it. I was there.
Okay. So tell me what happened, step by step.
Like basically what I was saying. When we walked up by the stairs, I'm not gonna say names because I don't.
You have to say names.
Jordan walks, like, we were walking, and then there was this log, and he kicks it, and it starts to slide.
Okay.
So you're saying Jordan kicked it?
And then it slid, and then we left.
Even after his mom's outburst, Jaden finally admits a little bit more, but he accuses his friend Jordan of kicking the log.
Because we've talked to Jordan, Miranda, and AJ. They all said you're the one that did it.
I grabbed the log.
Okay, so you touched the log.
I touched it, but I did not kick it off or throw it off.
Then what happened to it? How did that smash a lady?
He got kicked off the edge.
Who kicked it?
Jordan.
Jordan kicked it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
We talked to Miranda,
I know this.
AJ.
I know this.
I know about your pact with Jordan. You guys already had this rehearsed. It took him about 30 seconds to break down. Same thing with Miranda and AJ. They're pissed. They didn't want anything to do with this.
I get this.
When Jaden and his mom came into the interrogation, the cards looked in their favor. But detectives have just revealed that all of Jaden's friends have broken down and blamed him. His story suddenly looks like a lie.
Where was the log compared to the edge?
This is the edge of the cliff.
Yep, that's the edge. So that's over the cliff.
It was like here.
What's this? So that's the log?
Yes, yeah, that's the wall. And then I was like, I touched it and flipped it. And it was like here. And then I was standing here. Jordan was standing here. They were standing back here. Kicks it. And it slides. It turns sideways like this. Slides. Down.
So when you flipped it, how did it slide?
What do you mean? It didn't slide when I flipped it.
Okay, so how did it start sliding?
Jordan kicked.
Which one's Jordan? That's Jordan. So Jordan's the one that kicked it? Do you know what's down here?
No.
Do you know where you're at? You're at the Hocking Hill State Park, but do you know what specific part of the park you were at?
No, sir.
Old Man's Cave. That's where 3.5 million visitors every year come out to see Old Man's Cave, Hocking Hills, right? So directly underneath here, do you know what that is? That's the actual Old Man's Cave. You're on top of the actual part of Old Man's Cave with every codes. What do you think's down there?
People, I
And
guess.
people. If something would fall off, what do you think would happen to the person?
Pass.
I'm sorry.
They will pass.
You mean pass? Die?
If it hit them.
They would die. Do you know how big that log was?
It was decent.
How big? Was it a log or a log?
It was log, but it wasn't that big of a log.
Was it a little log?
It was like probably like this big, I'm saying.
I can tell you it was 6 foot long.
Really?
Under Ohio law, a person cannot be convicted of murder if they didn't know about the severity of their actions. This is called the knowing standard. So detectives questioned Jaden to find out if he really knew of the consequences of pushing that log at the time of the crime. They did something similar to Jordan earlier, but since Jordan didn't have his mother to protect him, it was much easier.
Draw where I was standing. Actually, like where these two people are is like right where me and him were when he kicked the log. But I didn't know he was going to kick the log. He said, help me move this log, so I helped him move the log. And he didn't tell me he was going to kick it. And then after, so wait, actually, Miranda, and then when they came, I just didn't want them to get involved in this. When me and him were over there, Miranda and them came up behind us, and they were like right over back here.
So they're over here.
Yeah, they would have been back here, farther back behind. They weren't by the trees, they were back.
So they
further.
watched the log go over too.
Yeah, because he turned around and yelled at them. He's like, I'm going to kick it off. Or he said, I'm going to throw it off or something like that. And then because I turned around to look at them when he was yelling at him, and I turned back around and the log was going down the hill.
So there's a difference between kicking and throwing.
I didn't see which one. I didn't see which one he did.
Did he say that he threw it or did he kick it?
I think he said, I'm going to throw it off.
He's going to throw it.
I think he did say, I'm going to throw it off. And because it bounced. If he would have kicked it, it wouldn't have rolled. It bounced. It bounced and it went off.
Okay.
Where it bounced it right here on this picture. Is this where it's coming down that cliff? It would have bounced right here, bounced right there, and went right off around this edge. Because I wasn't close to the edge. I was farther back.
So what did he do? Did he have it like up on his shoulder and keep it? Or did both of them have it both of it at the same time and sling it?
No, I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick up the log. I just dragged it out.
You just drug it out.
Yeah, and I don't know how he threw it, but I know he threw it. I think he took it like this and he threw it like that.
So he threw it over and not kicked it.
Yeah, I think he threw it.
Okay.
I actually want to do that so I can get all this cleared up, and I will take a DNA test and everything.
Okay.
And if it comes down to it, I'll take a lie detector test and prove that I had nothing to do with causing any of this. And even though I was involved, I should have said something, but I didn't because I kind of freaked out.
The detectives still lack enough information about Jordan's involvement. According to the young man, he is completely innocent, but evidence shows otherwise.
Yeah, I just told Jaden not to tell anybody, and the only person I told was Bailey. Because, of course, I would tell my girlfriend, because I was freaking out. I was crying. And
What did you tell her?
I told her that me and Jaden threw a log off.
Okay.
But I was just saying that to look cool. Miranda and AJ would tell you that I didn't throw it off too. It was Jaden. He threw the log off. And he said, "I'm gonna throw it off." And I looked over and it was rolling down.
Nobody was yelling or anything.
I heard it. All I heard was whoosh. That's the only thing I heard. It sounded like a gunshot. It was loud. And it scared me, so me and him ran.
You didn't hear anybody screaming?
I didn't hear anybody scream.
So as soon as you threw it off, you ran.
I didn't throw it off. He threw it off.
He threw it off.
Yeah, he threw it off.
You pulled back and then he threw it off.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to
With
throw it
Miranda
off.
and AJ watching.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to throw it off.
So every time we talk, we get a little bit different story. Now Miranda and AJ's there.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep.
Trying to keep shit.
I know, that's why my parents told me just tell you everything. So I'm telling you everything.
Is there anything else? Every time we talk, we get more and more.
This worked once. Remember when we had to lie first? We started all over again. We got a little further. Let's do it again. Start from the beginning.
Alright.
This interrogation started with Jordan completely lying about having any involvement. Eventually, this lie broke down. Now they make him rehearse the story again and again to expose further inconsistencies that could incriminate him or Jaden further.
The log would have been like somewhere right here, I think, and then we pulled it off like right here. I was standing over here.
Wait a minute.
He
Wait
was
a minute,
right
you
there.
pulled it off. So the log was like this, up against that tree?
Yeah, and I dragged it over and put it this way.
So this is where you pulled it back.
Yeah, I pulled it back.
So it was like this, and you pulled it back to here.
Yeah, and then he picked it up.
So right here, he picked it up.
Yeah.
How did he pick it up?
I think he picked it up by both ends of it. Or he picked it up like this and threw it.
Well, very specifically, what did he do?
I don't remember. I was right here, and I turned around when he yelled, and then he picked it up. He either picked it up or kicked it. I didn't see him pick it up. I was standing beside him, though.
How did you not see that?
Because I was facing the other way.
So you don't know if he picked it up?
I don't know if he picked it up or kicked it. That's what I'm saying, but it would make more sense if he threw it.
You said he either had this or underhand carry.
Yeah, so if he would have picked it up, he
But
would
how
have.
did you know that if you didn't see it?
I don't know, 'cause that's the only way you can pick up a log.
So you're assuming that?
Yeah, I'm assuming that.
So that's not...
That's not like I didn't see that. But the only reason why I'm saying I think he said he was going to throw it. 100% Jaden said I'm going to throw it off. And when I looked back behind, the log bounced and then it rolled down and I heard it go down. Is there a hill underneath this? Like a little spot?
There?
No.
You ever heard of Old Man's Cave?
Yeah?
That's actually Old Man's Cave.
Oh, well, I had no idea. And
What do you think would happen? You know there's trails throughout.
Mhm.
So, you know people walk trails.
yeah.
You know Hocking Hills has 3.5 million visitors a year.
Yeah.
So what's the odds of you think somebody's underneath that edge right now? Not right this second, but back here. What's the odds?
Pretty high.
Pretty high.
But
How high?
probably like 60-70% that someone's probably going to be right there. Because there was a good bit of people there that day.
Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah, it was
Probably couldn't find a parking place.
No, it was packed.
So you know it was packed.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going to throw it off. Like, I swear on everything, I had no idea he was going to throw it off.
By doing this, detectives try to determine whether Jordan understands the seriousness of his involvement. Remember that under Ohio law, if he knows, he can be tried for murder. While Jordan was relatively easy to break and admitted the full story quickly, detectives are struggling much more with interrogating Jaden and his mother.
Start with that. Yes, it is. Okay.
My carriage is all out of the woods, out of the trail.
It's a 6 foot. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. It's a 6 foot 3/4, 7 3/4 inches in diameter. It weighs 74 pounds. That's a hemlock. That's what hit Victoria Schaefer in the back of the head. Okay. So it's time to tell the truth. This is very serious. Okay.
I know.
All right. I know you're scared. Best thing for you to do is tell the truth. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe what we're doing is asking for the truth.
I know, but I don't want him to sit and say,
I'm literally
it's
telling
the law.
you the truth right now. Like I've done told you the truth.
I'm not
Everyone
protecting him.
Everyone
I
else is telling us
Sorry, man.
you're the one that kicked the tree over. You're the one that did it.
Okay, I did not kick it off.
Did you throw it off?
No, sir.
So you flipped it over and Jordan kicked it.
Yes.
Why did Jordan flip it over?
Huh?
Why did Jordan kick it off? Why did you flip it over?
I flipped it over
Why?
because we was going to take it off. Because we just wanted to be like, oh, this would be fun, right?
You shouldn't off to girls.
See how good we can make. So I flipped it, then I was like, second thoughts. What if there is some? And then we kicked it, and we were boom.
Is there any messages that you and Jordan were talking back and forth?
He texted me, he texted me, and he talked to me, like, about what happened, like the situation.
What did he say?
He was just like, some bad stuff's about to happen or something.
Meaning what?
And I was just like, alright, whatever. And then I hung up because I was at the crash yesterday. I was out front of the school.
Why would they say you're the one that made that little go over the cliff? If they're sitting there watching,
Maybe because I was close to it, I guess. I don't know.
well,
I watched Jordan with my eyes. Kick.
after you flipped it.
Do you know what? You guys, I'm being very patient with this, but it sounds like you're trying to talk him into saying something that he's being honest with
I'm
you.
trying to talk him into telling me the truth.
But he just told you what
No,
happened.
that's not the truth. I did.
So you're trying to get him to say something that
I'm trying to get him to tell us the truth. Is what I'm trying to do. Not a trick.
I don't understand.
Not a trick,
You have his
just-
phone. You have.
We're just trying to get him to tell us what happened.
He's
Because at
just
the end
told
of the
you
day,
3 times.
that's not the
something.
truth.
It's
At
not.
the end of the day, that lady lost her life.
I know that. I'm very sad for that lady. I'm very
I'm
sad
very
for
sad
Amy.
for her.
I was sick to my stomach when I heard about this, and then to find out that he was there. I'm.
Did you know that he was there?
No, I did not. He does not leave this town.
Well, he did it on that day.
Exactly. From what I hear, I did not know he was there.
So he was not being truthful.
No, he was. It's not that he wasn't being truthful. He just didn't tell me that he went there. I didn't ask him if he went there, so therefore it was not being. It wasn't being untruthful.
So should I arrest Jordan today for homicide? Because that's what's going to happen. If you stay with that story.
I know this. I know what happened right there.
Will you take a lie detector test?
And I told you.
Will you take a lie detector test? It tells the truth.
I don't have to. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth, so.
Jordan's going to take one.
Yeah. That's what it's going to bring in. Verify that him and the others are telling the truth.
Okay.
Will you take one to verify you're telling the truth?
Well, sure.
Or get that scheduled right away?
Okay. Because I flipped it, and he kicked it. Exactly what I told you.
All together?
By this point, in most cases, the detectives would have extracted a confession from the suspect, but right now they are failing to do so because of the mother.
I just told you that I flipped it, and he kicked it off.
It said probably 60 seconds to a minute, right? Is that accurate?
I don't know. head when time's going by.
Was it a pause? Was it instantaneous? Was it an hour later? I mean, these are questions that you can answer. You were there.
Yeah, I know.
So, how long? 60 seconds? A minute?
I don't know, I flipped it. It landed. It sat there. I turned around, I looked at my hand, and okay.
You don't see where that log was in this picture? That's where it was.
Where?
Started out. Started out right here. That log gets picked up. See where these people are at? So this is that log we're looking at, that tree laying sideways. That's what you're looking at here, just a different angle. Where those two are at, that's our investigators calculating the distance and how far it went over the edge.
Okay, so you're telling me that's where it was?
Yes. Incorrect. Where was it?
It was behind a tree.
Behind a tree. A standing tree or a tree that's knocked over?
The tree that was standing up. It was like, say like a tree like that,
Mm-hmm.
it was like laying back here.
So against it.
Like, maybe against it.
Like where this green
But it
is,
was
close
close.
green circle is.
Something like that, yeah.
And that's where Jordan grabbed it and pulled it back. And that's where you threw it. That's why those are marked. Would that be accurate?
No, sir. A little bit knocked over.
Kicked it?
Didn't kick it.
They attempt to make Jaden confirm that he threw it by asking an assumptive question. The purpose of this is to get Jaden to accidentally confirm his guilt and get a lead, but once again, he doesn't fall for it. But detectives will keep pressing Jaden, as just an hour earlier, they had extracted a full confession from Jordan.
What if I told you that I had a special computer that come in called a total station that reconstructed this whole scene, puts the trajectory of the log going over the edge, and the possibilities of what that log weighed and what the possibilities of one person throwing it versus two people.
I mean, if you want to, you can. You can do that.
I already have. It's time to tell the truth.
I didn't throw it off. I swear on everything.
Time to tell the truth.
I am. I'm telling the truth. I didn't throw the log off.
Right now.
Yes, I am. I'm telling the truth. I did not throw that log off.
You helped him.
No, I did not. I did not throw the log off.
It's impossible for him to pick up a 6-foot log.
But I don't know. I didn't throw the log off with him. I swear on everything. You can hook me up to a lie detector test. I will pass it. I did not throw that log off. I might have touched the log, but I did not throw that log off.
Did you grab one end? Did you grab the other end?
Nope. All I did was drag it. That's the only thing I did. And I was standing up against this tree, and I turned around.
Why did you turn around?
Because he yelled at Miranda and AJ.
What did you yell at them for?
And he said, I'm going to throw it off.
Did anybody say don't?
No, I didn't think anything of it. Nobody had a chance to, because he did it right after he said it. Either he kicked it off, or he threw it off right
It's
after.
impossible. You can't be standing there beside that tree. That's impossible.
Well,
I
don't remember. If I did witness, I don't remember seeing him kick it or throw it. I don't remember which one he did.
You don't remember or you don't see it?
I didn't see it, or I don't remember. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just don't know. I'm trying to think about what he did, and I'm trying, like, my hardest to remember and think about everything. But I don't know. Like, I'm thoughtless of if he threw it or kicked it off.
Detectives are further pressing Jordan, but he sticks to his original story. As they get stuck and lose patience, officers shift to a more aggressive approach.
What do you think's going to happen? Now that you've come in and you've talked to us, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think the next step's happening?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Am I going to get arrested?
For what?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's any charges that I can get for witnessing a murder and not telling about it.
Think about what you did. You touched the murder weapon.
I know, but I wasn't the one that voluntarily did it. I didn't. it wasn't my fault that it happened. It kind of was, but it wasn't my fault. Like, I didn't...
What happens, you and him go rob a store. He shoots and kills a clerk.
Will I get in trouble for being with him?
You get charged for murder, same as he.
So I'm going to get charged for involuntary manslaughter for...
I consider just murder.
So I'm going to get murder charges?
I didn't say that. But I think we gotta know the complete and utter truth.
I am. I'm telling you the complete and utter truth. If you guys don't believe
The only thing that's going to help you is the truth. If there's anything you omitted, you know what omitted means? It means you didn't tell us. Kind of like to start with. You didn't tell us certain things. If there's anything you're holding back, anything you're not telling precisely the way it happened.
No, when we go there, I'll tell you everything precisely exactly how it happened. I'll show you exactly where I got the log from. I'll show you exactly what he did.
It's just hard for me to believe, and I'm sure it's hard to believe for these guys even sitting there. I mean, it's going to be hard to believe for anybody that you're help grab the log, drag it over, and you told me that you leaned up against this tree right here, and your buddy's standing there, and he hollers at him, there's two girls up there. It's just hard for me to believe, and I'm sure it's hard to believe for these guys. It's hard for Detective Robertson to believe that. It's hard to believe that you're standing right here, this dude hollering, I'm going to throw this log over, just out of curiosity. I would turn my head.
And when I turned my head, the log was rolling.
So when I was sitting here and I'm going to throw this log over, and I would look.
Yeah, I did. I looked and I watched it go over it.
So you watched it go over.
I watched it go over.
Then you knew how he pushed it.
I don't know if he kicked it through it or pushed it though.
Pushed it or threw it.
I'm not worried about
Is he
that.
going to fall on the sword?
Hmm?
Is he going to take the blame?
For what? I hope he does. He's the one that did it. I didn't do it. I hope he admits to it. I really do, because I really didn't throw the log off or push it or kick it, whatever he did to it. I was just there with him when he did it.
Swap done?
Yep. Jordan's like this, man. So I'm giving you the last opportunity. My notebook is still open. If I close this notebook, it's a done deal. If I find out anything else later, okay, it means you're lying to me.
I'm not. I'm telling you everything.
So we're closing down the conversation right now, okay?
But when we go to Old Man's Cave, I want to show you everything that happened. I want to show you where I hung off the branch at and everything.
Okay.
And I'll show you what I was looking off of, everything. And I'll explain everything to you completely. You have my full cooperation.
By saying that if he closes the notebook, his last chance is over, the detective psychologically pressures Jordan into telling him more. However, the young man still places all the blame on Jaden. With that conclusion to Jordan's interrogation and AJ's and Miranda's witness statements, they are almost 100% sure that Jaden pushed the log. But extracting a confession remains complicated due to his defensive mother.
Arrest Jordan for that.
We better do the lie detector test first on Jordan, don't you think, before you arrest him? For homicide? Yeah.
He's saying...
It doesn't matter what he says. You guys have to do it. Let's just talk. Like, detective talk. You can't, you think I would let you arrest him? Like, Jordan's here, so they'll let you arrest Jordan without a lie detector test?
You don't have a choice in this. In the United States, there's a thing called probable cause.
You know what? I do have a choice. So, you're just gonna have to talk. I just have to get an attorney with a minimum wage, 2 jobs that I work, because, you know what? We do have choices.
Yes, we do have choices. We have a choice.
Okay. When you get I know this lady died. When you get the lie detector test set up for him, then you'll just have to contact me. As for now, Jaden, I will be leaving.
And that's not correct. You can leave. Jaden's going to be placed under arrest.
No, he can't be. He's 16 years old.
So, it doesn't matter. He did something that resulted in the death of Miss Schaefer.
Where are you think you're going to take him?
Juvenile detention.
No.
Yes, ma'am. That's how serious this is.
It is serious, but you're not.
If this was an accident, that's what we got to find out now, right now.
Over and over.
If this was an accident, This is what we need to know.
But he keeps telling you the same thing over and over. He keeps telling you.
Man, there's evidence. There's DNA evidence. There's evidence of what happened. So, in the meantime, you guys both touched it. It both resulted into the death of another. You're both going to go for a homicide. Unless there's anything you want to tell me.
Hey, Miranda.
I told you everything that happened and everything that
You got to be completely honest. This is your life.
I know.
Miss Schaefer's life is already over.
I know this.
We got to make her life right. For the person who's responsible for her death, they can be the answer.
I know that. And I told you what happened. I told you who kicked it off. I told you who flipped it.
Yes. Do you know what a 74-pound log does to a lady's head? A human body.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Sure, I know what would happen to it.
What would happen?
Head?
Your head explodes.
Are you going to show him a picture of that too?
I don't have a picture of it.
Good. That's pretty.
Do you want to see it?
Mom, I can show you.
I can show
I'll
you.
show you what your son did.
Excuse me?
I'm asking.
What my son did?
Yes, ma'am. There's witnesses to this.
There's not witnesses. They're all saying each other did it. Until you have some pretty good stuff, then I don't want to believe any of that.
I'm not asking you.
I don't want to see some lady's head splattered. I don't want anybody to be injured. I'm a lover, not a fighter or a herder.
So who do you think should be accountable for this?
Whoever did it. Whoever was responsible for making them all go over the cliff. Exactly.
I would agree with that 110%.
Yes. Yeah.
Text last night.
Whether it was, whether the kids were playing, whether it was, I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose because they were playing. If they were playing.
If this was an accident?
I'm sure they don't just gonna say, I want to kill some lady, let's throw a log on her head. I mean, who does that? Nobody.
And there's people that does that.
I'm sorry, I'm not in your line, so I don't see that. In my life, everything's happy. We're happy people. It's hard when something negative comes along. Somebody drove me off the cliff when I was 15, too. It took me years to walk again. I thought I was going to be paralyzed my whole life. I wasn't dead, but it was a shame, too.
I'm sorry for that.
Jaden, is there anything you want to tell them that you haven't told them?
No, I would have told you guys, that I did touch it. I did flip it, but I did not throw it off. And I told you who kicked it. I watched it happen. He told me in my ear, he was like, he was walking.
Since the detectives can't extract the confession with Tammy present, they decide to arrest Jaden, having enough evidence to prove his guilt, but they first have to deal with the frustrated mother.
So Troy, if you want to explain, or
Could you shut the door? Alright, so brought you down here, come in and talk to you. We have enough evidence from your statements and Jordan's statements. Alright? You're going to be arrested for right now. You're going to be detained. We're going to take you down to JVC.
just the prosecutor and the judge already signed off. We have to. But you got to think about this. We have.
You know what that's doing to me? That's hitting me in the head with a log. You cannot do that.
Well, why would you say
Because
something
you
like
can't
that?
take him to jail. There's bad people there.
Well, there's not good people in jail.
There's bad people there.
Why did you say hit me in the log in the head? That's
Because
not
you're trying to take him away for something that you can't take.
Again, this is not me. This is the prosecutor's office. This is the actual prosecutor and the juvenile court judge. This is out of my hands. These are the elected officials doing this.
You're just gonna take him out of here with him right now through
Right now.
this school?
Yes.
How's that make you feel?
It hasn't made me feel very good at all since the beginning of this, September 2nd at 6:20 when I got that phone call and I seen that lady. It has not made me feel good at all. This doesn't make me feel good.
Do you know what? I have raised this boy for 17 years by myself, and this does not make me feel good. Why would you take him out of the school like this in front of these people?
Which one?
What is here?
There's no one.
There's a car right there waiting.
He's never been away from me.
This is not my decision.
He's never been away from me. You can't just take him down there.
Yes, ma'am, we can. So stand up for me, please.
No, you guys.
You're going to have a court date tomorrow. Today's Thursday. So Friday he'll be in front of the juvenile court judge for his arraignment. And I told Don that he needs to what he needs to do, the options he has.
You guys
I'm going to get all the
still
students away from
him.
where he's going out.
Go grab this. Grab it.
You're not gonna put handcuffs or something on him.
Maybe that's our policy.
Oh my gosh, what a great way to start off your life when you're 17. Can't you just like walk him out there? He's not a criminal.
Miss Schaefer is 46 years old.
Pardon me?
So Miss Schaefer is 46 years old.
I know how old she is. I read. What are you telling me that for?
Well, you're saying he's 17. I'm telling you Miss Schaefer is 46 years old. Just like your pun about a log to the head, that was uncalled for. I have not treated you with disrespect whatsoever. Please don't treat
You're
me with
ripping me
disrespect.
apart. You just can't
Ma'am,
take
I'm not
my
doing
baby.
anything. This is the prosecutor and the judge. I am following their orders. I cannot disobey a judge. All right, are we clear?
Sure, Dave.
But then
Alright, turn around, please. Turn back.
Oh my gosh.
tomorrow, I'll tell you, explain to you what time. Tammy, listen to this. This is important. Tammy, listen to me. Tomorrow, the arraignment will be at the juvenile court. You know where that's at?
No, I
You know where
don't.
the courthouse is? It's the second floor.
The order court.
And I'll find out what time it is, and I'll let you know what time to be there. Is
You
this?
may as well take me too, because I'm not gonna have a job. I'm not gonna have a roof to put over his head. I'm not gonna have a paycheck.
Tammy, can I call you at that 215 number and let you know what time the arraignment's going to be? That way you can be there, you and Don. All right, are we clear?
You know, I feel really bad for this lady that's gone and her family. This is not good to do to our family. This is gonna rip my family apart. I'm gonna lose my job.
On September 16th, 2020, Jaden Churches pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, with the murder charges being dropped as part of the plea. Both teens, including Jordan Buckley, were committed to the Ohio Department of Youth Services for a minimum of 3 years. This may seem merciful to the killers, but it was the wish of Schaefer's family.
My children are very compassionate, and Victoria was very compassionate, and we asked ourselves, what would Mom do? What would Victoria want? And we all kind of came to the same conclusion that she would want to give these kids a chance.
Jordan and Jaden will be given another chance at life, something Victoria will not receive. But whether the two boys truly intended to kill another person by pushing the log down the hill, we will never know. Let us hope that these two young men are truly sorry for their actions and take their second chance with open arms, never hurting anybody again. If you enjoy our production, check out this video next and subscribe to get every upload.